Hello everyone, welcome back to Mindful and Mellow. Today we're going to use the Morgan Greer Tarot deck and we're going to pull a bunch of cards and just kind of see what comes up. I will also use the Clarifying Life Situations, Career and our Love and Career Reading Oracle cards. We'll also pull at least one Angel Whisper card, and we might even use this deck, the Life Purpose Oracle card. So let's jump right into your current energy, kind of see what your current energy is, and then we'll see what's coming towards you in the next week or two. Let's kind of see like what energy is coming towards you. That's not a hard and fast timeline either, so like when I say the next couple of, next 2 weeks, could be a little bit after. So it's just kind of like, where are you going, what's coming at you? And then, let's see, we'll go from there. So current energy, we'll pull 3 cards. Current energy, I have... Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. I have the Knight of Wands, or Rods, as they call them in this deck. And I have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so... what's coming towards you? What is coming towards you? We have the Empress. Love it. I don't know what it is with this card, but whenever I see that shield that's under her arm, it always looks to me like a big slice of pizza. I don't know why. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, this is really looking good here. We have the Five of Wands. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. What else is coming towards you? The Page of Wands or Rods. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so let's kind of keep that there. And let's see. Let's pull a few more for just general life and career. Two of Wands, and the Death card. Okay. Don't you love that depiction of the Death card? I love it. Okay. And let's jump right in and use the Whispers of the Oracle card, kind of see what numbers come up. Okay? And what the affirmation is for you today. And that's whenever you see this. So we're going to shuffle these cards a little bit. Flip this over. So I have 666. Wow, 666. Isn't that kind of like the devil? I'm surprised the devil didn't show up here in the cards. Okay. When you allow time for reflection, you allow yourself to see what inner shifts are needed. It is time for you to look at your beliefs and ask, is this serving me, or is it time for me to release this? Reflect, refocus, and readjust. That's a great point because, we often have recurring thoughts that create beliefs and they're based on assumptions that aren't even often ours. And so we kind of need to evaluate those. And when we feel a negative emotion, we need to ask ourselves why we're feeling that negative emotion, what we believe about the particular situation or instance or circumstance that's creating that. So I think that this is a very important exercise to go through. The affirmation is, as I refocus on what serves my highest good, I feel myself shift into my highest self. Okay, put that over there for now. Put this over there. I like these cards. Another tarot reader on Instagram uses these, or on YouTube rather. So current energy, the Five of Pentacles could be like. I definitely feel like a little bit of a loss if you're active in the markets. You know that the stock market has been quite volatile lately. Bitcoin and other things have really kind of lost a lot of value. They bounced back a little bit, and who knows where we're going next, but that can be a little bit of a stinging sensation, okay? I certainly can identify that with that myself. Certainly was a turbulent couple of weeks, so that could be kind of like, this is kind of like being left out in the cold, being battered and wounded. Kind of, it's not the greatest feeling here. Here's somebody who's like got blood on their head, blood on their arm. They're being comforted, but it's definitely kind of a colder, darker kind of, environment. So if that's you, if you're feeling beaten down, worn down, the winter can do that to you. It certainly can, like with the cold and the snow and everything. So current energy is kind of suggesting that might be where you are. The Knight of Wands, though, I mean, he's somebody he's got a lot of passion, he has a lot of energy, and maybe even putting a lot of passion and energy into something, it's just not moving, and that could be part of the Five of Pentacles. Something isn't working out, okay? But remember, like this is a young, vibrant, energetic person with a lot of passion and interest, and there's a lot of prosperity in the future, and there's a lot coming towards him. The Queen of Swords is somebody who is, she is... I feel like this is moving you more in the right direction. I feel like the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very articulate, very clear in her thoughts. She's able to convey thoughts, ideas, and she's also very logical and has a lot of just feels a lot of ideas. Okay, so this is somebody, this could be you. This could be you. So it might be taking whatever has left you feeling wounded, battered, or whatever. Taking that, knowing you've got the energy and enthusiasm, finding a new way to move forward. Maybe this is the call to try something new, right? So, maybe expressing yourself and expressing more clearly what it is you truly need, whether you're doing that to yourself or you're doing it with others, your boss, partners, friends, kind of getting very clear on what it is that you need and expressing that. Okay, so I'm definitely getting like a sense of expression with this Queen of Swords. So don't let this one circumstance kind of change who you are as a person, right? Let's kind of start with the cards I picked up first. So first card, these two cards here were wonderful, right? The Four of Wands. Not only does this form the 11-11, which kind of aligns to me from my point of view. I always think of 11-11 as meaning it's a spiritual number. It's kind of indications that your spirit guides might be around you, that you are very intuitive and you're on the right path. Okay. Same thing with 111. The Empress. I mean, she is somebody who is very fertile. There's a lot of lush growth around her in the cards, and that's always the case. Her legs are kind of spread out a little bit, so there's a little bit of sexual kind of vibe to it too, but certainly very attractive, very abundant, and she has everything that she needs with her, and she is life and growth just surrounds her. So if you're going through a tougher time, growth and celebration, perhaps a marriage, these are all coming towards you, right? So this could be a marriage. This could also just be a broader celebration as things continue to work in your favor. Okay, sometimes that might come with a little bit of a struggle or maybe even a change, right? Fives are about change. So this could be a little bit of like defending your case. There could be some competition in what you're doing too. So if you're starting something new, if you're taking some new energy here, you're changing course and kind of reevaluating a new path forward, and kind of getting clear on what that new path is. It does have the opportunity to bring a tremendous abundance and happiness and success here and celebration. There might be a lot of competition in that particular area though. So that don't let that necessarily stop you. Just be aware of and conscious of where you're putting your resources, right? Maybe this is a suggestion to conserve your financial resources, conserve your energies. Make sure that you're using those wisely is kind of what I'm getting with this card in relation to these other ones. Okay, with these two, I'm definitely getting you have tremendous success and joy and happiness coming at you, but you need to be able to, you're going to face some competition, some sort of, maybe a little bit of turbulence, but you need to prepare for that and to excel and succeed, which you are going to do. I feel like this is saying you need to conserve your resources, conserve your energies, okay? The page of wands. I mean, this is somebody coming in with a message. This is somebody coming in kind of like, this could be somebody coming into your life. This could be somebody that's coming in with that's able to help you attract this abundance. And as you get clear on that, this could be the person who's like, I have an idea, or I know who you need to talk to. This could be the person, like when you get clear and you're expressing yourself more clearly and what it is you need. This could be the person that walks into your life, or the person who's like, hey, I have an idea, or I know a contact. So if that does happen, take them up on that offer. Certainly explore that opportunity, okay? And then lastly, in this last column here, kind of like this is more like a general life thing. The world is in your hands. The ball is in your court. Those are the terms that come right to my mind with this. He's kind of holding onto this crystal ball and kind of gazing into it. And there's a staff and kind of in front of him, but he's kind of got to leave whatever is behind him behind. Right, so there is some sort of like a potential call to action, and maybe like moving on from something that's been very comfortable. And the death card, of course, as we know, very rarely indicates death itself, the physical death of the body, but it does indicate like some sort of a full transformation or a change. Right, death. When one dies, there is a full transformation. There is a significant change in form, and that's something we all kind of encounter here. So, you could be facing that, but taking that leap of faith, taking that step, making that decision to move in a new direction and to leave something behind and start something new, could really transform your life and begin and lead you to a brand new beginning. Okay. Really exciting to see there. Let's pull a clarifying life situations card. I recently got these, and I just love these cards, to be honest with you. Let's kind of see what comes up here. All right, I feel inspired to take this one. So, cutting edge, slice through obstacles and carve a new path to your dreams. All right, so that aligns very much with this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's addressing these obstacles with the Five of Pentacles and maybe even the Five of Wands, okay? And carving a new path, carving a path towards your dreams. This might require like taking a different approach. That's what the other side of the card says. Clear the path, embrace the journey ahead with an open heart, ready to discover and grow from the revelations to come. So we don't always know what's ahead of us, but this is just a reminder to kind of be open and receptive to what's coming at us, okay? Let's use the other deck here. Let's use the Life Purpose Oracle cards. Let's pull one of these and see what comes up here. Might as well use all three, right? Why not? Why not? Okay. Let's see. We're going to take this one. Yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. You know, this is an excellent point. I've not seen this card before, but this is an excellent point. So yoga allows us to quiet the mind and really become one in flow with our body, okay? So it's like as we move and we stretch, right? This clears the mind, and that's a tremendous thing. It also allows us to kind of see clearly and then also, of course, stretch our body out, right? So this is a wonderful mental exercise. If you struggle with meditation, yoga is a great way to kind of achieve a similar objective and purpose. And then this is often when, you know, you can kind of get almost into a meditative state. And this is when some of those ideas will just flow into your mind. You ever be driving a car or you're taking a shower and also you have this great idea? That's because you're kind of like, you're probably just in the moment, you know, you're doing whatever you're doing, you're enjoying, like you listen to some background music in the background, or you're washing your hair and, you know, all of a sudden the idea just comes to you. It's because you're relaxed and it's because you're quiet. There's nothing, you know, going on immediately around you that's taking your attention. So that kind of allows you to tap into your intuition. So if you haven't tried yoga, maybe this is the call to give yoga a shot. If you're looking for some of that clarity, you're looking for some of those ideas and the path forward, maybe this is the way to achieve it. So give yoga a shot. There's a ton of videos on YouTube that are phenomenal. You can do short ones, you can do long ones, you can do easy ones, you can do hard ones. They're all the options are out there. So let me know if you want any suggestions. I have a bunch. But anyway, with that, I thank you for being here. I'll be back again real soon.